doing today something a little out of the norm, and then you'll understand why. I'm going to be covering a slip joint. Now, I'm not known for slip joints. I consider it an older gentleman's knife, but I have a deep appreciation for them now in comparison to the amount of care that took to make this one. And this one, as I'll show you, is a Gene Wiseman. He calls it a long clip. So it's like a clip point, but it's a little bit more elongated. The steel is D2. The spring is D2. See if I can get a better. There's some Wiseman right there. That's my Wiseman. D2. The brass and a brass pivot with a steel between it, and then a brass tube, as well as D2, like I said, spring in the back end, and liners. And he does really fantastic work. Like, you have to really eyeball this to see all the tolerances of where exactly the gaps are. As you can see, I really have carried this thing for you guys. I added on the orange bead. It went the orange. Come on. Alright, orange lanyard and a bead with this was from Stella, off of Instagram. She gave it to me one year. Alright, so it's a great knife. I love it. It's got a really strong lock, and it's also got a second position. So there's our second position right there. So if you're doing some working, you can actually just pull it out real quick. Plus, as a lineman, I could see how this could be really useful. Honestly, when I first saw the knife in the pictures, I told him, I was like, I wasn't too fond on this right here, on this finger choil right here. I wasn't too fond on it, but after holding it and feeling the full-sized, knife, it's a full size. So just to kind of give you guys an idea of how full of the size it is, there's my ruler. Let me zoom out. A little bit. Okay. Okay, so it's a full size. So from tip to end, you're looking at about 7 inches overall. So it means it's got a 2-ish, let me see, about 2.5 inch blade. With like a 4, would be 2.5 inch blade with a 2.5, so it'd be a 4.5 inch handle. So that's what you're looking at. D2 steel. Gene did awesome on this. Honestly, when I had to work the lock a little bit to get used to it, because I definitely clipped my hand the first time closing this thing. Super smooth. Some of the best handles I've felt in a long time per G10, especially when you're sanding. He knocked this out with the quickness. Definitely impressed by Gene's working ethic. He puts out several. I've seen. He also did the one exactly like this. Lightning strike carbon fiber, and it was gorgeous. So I'm gonna put his link below. He's on Facebook. On where to get them from him. He puts them up. Some he puts up for sale automatically. He'll just be like, hey, this one's up for sale. So if you want to follow him on Facebook, definitely a great guy to talk to. And it fits really well in that 5th pocket in your jeans that nobody ever uses, i.e. used as a coin pocket or a watch pocket. So I think that in the orange G10, honestly, it came out really striking, even though I got to take some ages to it and clean it up, because I'm not gonna lie, orange will attract dirt like it's no one's business. But it's a knife. It's not a beauty piece. It's gonna work, and that's what it's meant for. I would honestly advise anybody who's gonna get one from Gene to get one from traditional knives point of view, and especially for me, who I'm usually a tactical kind of guy. So tactical knives, and your hard use knives. I think this is definitely a hard use slip joint. It's not your grandfather's old school peanut knife or what's it called, pen knife, but it'll do the job just like it. And those were not to be messed with either. Knives in those days were, and still are, wonderful. Just like they had their uses, and there was a reason behind them. It wasn't all about being big. It was about how much work can get done. And honestly, this thing is it's a joy to have and play around with at the same time to use. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't have to worry about my kids if they grabbed it, if they're gonna open it, because it's got a real strong lock, even though it's got a nail nick there. I mean, get what you pay for. And these are roughly around I think they're $200. He doesn't do Warncliffs that much. I noticed. I talked to him about that. He just said that he just doesn't like how the shape comes out. So, but for what you're paying, this is honestly, like I say, it's mushy sized. It's definitely mushy sized, and it'll work. So I want you guys to check them out. Tell me what you think. I'm definitely gonna carry this some more, so I might give you guys an update later down the road. Alright guys, well thanks for watching, and I'm glad you guys had a time to watch my video. Thanks.